So as you guys know, myself and Theo are big advocates of looking after ourselves, both physically and mentally. I mean, you put yourself through triathlons, man. That's pretty ridiculous.
Iron Men.
Yeah, Iron Man.
There's a lot of hours to be at one with your brain with no headphones.
Absolutely. And I put a lot of time into my health and fitness.
Doing a marathon.
I am, which again, a lot of time.
Exactly. So we've partnered with BetterHelp, and what they are, an online therapy service. So you can talk to someone by the phone, by video chat, even by like a text chat as well. Which means if you don't want to be on camera talking to someone, or even if you don't want to leave your flat, leave your bedroom, you can chat to someone however you like. And as I said, one of the hardest things about going to therapy is actually leaving the flat. So the fact you can do it from the comfort of your own space is what I absolutely love about it.
It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you get matched with a therapist within 48 hours.
That's right. So for listeners at home, listeners of Pitchside, we've got you 10% off your first month at BetterHelp. All you got to do is go to betterhelp.com/pitch. That is betterhelp.com/pitch to get yourself 10% off your first month. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Chelsea, unfortunately for the Blues, they got battered 4-0 by the mighty Gunners, and
We played really well, but they were dog shit.
they weren't just dog shit. They had their full strength team out,
Yeah.
and who loses 4-0 to Arsenal? Not many teams.
It's pre-season. Let's draw a line under it first, because I mean, when we played them first time around and they beat us 3-0, we'd be like, "We beat you in pre-season. Don't forget that."
Well, they're missing out on potentially another centre back with Koundé leaving. I think it's
Barca.
Seville to go to Barca rather than Chelsea.
Another player
missed
that
that on
they bought for 40
Rafinha.
mil.
So it looks like there's a lot of players choosing not to go to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I wouldn't blame them.
I don't think it's necessarily choosing not to go to Chelsea. I think it's choosing Barcelona over Chelsea. And I think if given that choice, you would do that as well.
Yeah, I would.
But yeah, so
Yeah. But
as a pro footballer, regardless of the financial situation of Barcelona, it's like what?
It's the prestige of
Yeah,
Barca, isn't it?
do you think?
Global
Yeah,
club,
and
man.
I'll worry for Chelsea this season. Havertz is annoying.
Yeah.
He's pony, isn't he? Havertz
Do you not like
is
him?
so overrated.
Really?
I just can't. I don't know what he's good at. I just think he's quite technical. He ain't fast. He's not strong. He's an all right finisher. He's just like.
But do you think Chelsea
as a
have
sole
never
nine,
had Chelsea have never had like an outright perfect 9 since Didier Drogba, really, have they?
Costa.
Yeah.
It was as best as they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just fill-ins.
That's what I mean. Havertz isn't annoying, is he? That's
No,
my
he's
point. Like, I think he's a good footballer, but people call him generational. Want fucking castrating. Like,
No, he's not. I don't throw that round lightly. Generational talent. I'll tell you who is Phil Foden, but
Yeah.
that's another subject. I agree with you on the Havertz thing because you know when Spain played that false 9, he could probably do a job for that for Spain. But
That's 10 years ago. False
But
nines and that.
but in the
City
Premier
get away
League,
with
you
that,
need
don't
an
they?
out-and-out striker, I
Yeah.
think. And look at City. They've sort of struggled with that since losing Aguero, really, haven't they?
Well,
That's debatable. They won the league. They won the league.
Yeah,
with
but they
9
didn't. They
plus points.
played without an out-and-out.
Yeah, but that just
you know
shows
how
you
Aguero was like the man up front.
Yeah.
Now they finally got Haaland, who's
they
the man. But
weren't-
Chelsea don't have that.
because they're not coached like City. Are they? City
No.
are so interchangeable, that front three. It's like, but I don't know. Like Sterling's all right, Sterling, but I don't think he's going to make that much of a difference. I just think their midfield's a bit old now. Chelsea.
Well, they got Gallagher. That's fresh blood. But
Not for
do you-
that
do you
level.
not-
Did
do you
you
not
see-
rate him?
We had him at the Albion. I loved him, but he's not top 6 level.
Did you see his pen in pre-season?
Yeah, it did the
Yeah.
Panenka.
Oof.
Yeah, I
You
thought it was
would have
good.
scored that, wouldn't you?
I would have done. I wouldn't have Panenka'd it. I would have laced it top bins. I will say this though. Apparently, some players are wanting out, and it's a long old list.
Go on.
Werner,
Yeah, okay.
Ziyech,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Emerson, Barkley, Broha, Batshuayi, Sarr.
Yeah, but I mean,
all
four
their
of
loanees.
them you didn't really remember they were still at Chelsea, to be honest.
None of them.
Like,
I don't think
yeah.
Chelsea fans will be too worried about any of them, other than that Broja, because I think
Yeah.
he's quite good. He could be the 9 for Chelsea.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like
He
him
could.
at
He could.
Southampton.
Why don't they give their loanee players from last season like more of a chance this season? Or do you think Tuchel will?
No, I think Thomas Tuchel just likes buying big names. So I think he'll
Do you
go
think?
after
I don't agree with that.
No, really?
Because he would have said yes to Ronaldo, wouldn't he?
That's true. That's true.
I think Tuchel knows what he wants, but they're not giving it him.
Oh, really?
I think
he
I
was-
think
he was-
Tuchel's top level. I think he's the man, and I actually rated the fact he said no to Ronaldo, because Ronaldo would have been a terrible
Yeah, yeah.
signing. But I think he's making do with what he can get and what he has got at the minute, and I'm worried that he'll probably get the sack with not getting the resources that he should be getting.
But do you not think he will get those resources now they got Todd Bowley?
But that's the thing, but they're trying, aren't they? And they can't get anyone.
No one wants to go.
Like,
Yeah,
Chelsea's not that an attractive prospect at the minute with how many players are leaving. It's a bit of a rebuild. Okay, they've got money and it's London, but and at the state of the Premier League they're in, it's so competitive. No, Chelsea aren't suddenly going to go and win a title, are they? No matter who they sign. So it's not that attractive. Whereas the likes of Barca, it's Barcelona for one. Somehow they're paying players. Yeah. They're going to probably...
Well, they're not, are they? They've asked De Jong to take a...
Sorry, Dion, we're 17 mil, but you mind taking a 50% pay cut as well? We just need to sign a few more players.
He doesn't want to go to United that much that he's willing to scrap off like
they're
27
a sham.
million
They're actually
pounds.
a joke. Like, I don't know how they're getting away with that.
I know how they're getting away with it. I got ins.
Oh, you know how they're getting away
I
with
do,
it?
yeah. La Liga see Barcelona and Real Madrid so valuable to them as an asset.
They're letting them get away
They're
with
just
things.
sliding them easy.
Monopoly money.
Monopoly.
Going fast, guy.
There you go, Xavi. Take one more. Take one more 10
Well,
minutes.
yeah,
Don't they take like 80% of the revenue as well?
It is
like
a bit
the TV
outrageous.
money and stuff,
Yeah.
don't
They basically, Barca sold their soul, but
But
they got to survive somehow
the agreement is that they obviously need to pay it back
at some point.
one day.
It's never
And if
happened.
they're not successful, that's why they're buying all these
It's like a
insane
student
players. Yeah, but a student...
You
a
take it
student-
out knowing full well you're not going to pay it back.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
true,
A student loan
that's
only applies when you earn past a certain amount, right?
Do you know what I find weird? You know all those players that wanted out? That actually came from the head man. Obviously, he didn't name the real players.
Is that like a gay superhero?
The head man. The head man. Talking about Tuchel.
Yeah,
He said he actually came out
threw
and
his
said
toys out
some
the pram, didn't
players
he? Yeah.
don't want to be there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think
That was in the post-match interview of the Arsenal game.
that's mental.
It
you
was
know?
like some of these players just look like they don't care.
Is that him trying to get a reaction from his players, or is that him just actually probably genuinely like?
I think
No,
that
I think
might
he's-
be frustration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's a very straight-up guy.
Like I
as well.
say, I think he knows what he wants. I
Yeah.
think Tuchel knows what he wants and needs to improve Chelsea, and he's just not happening.
Just not getting it.
Fuck him anyway. Who cares?
where do you think Chelsea? Because obviously you got to remember, like we keep saying Chelsea, no one wants to go there, no one wants to go there, but they are playing Champions League. They did get
What are you
third.
gonna ask? Yeah.
They did get third this season after getting absolutely pummeled by Arsenal. It's embarrassing.
This season. I don't think it's started yet, but...
No, you can tell a lot from pre-season. Arsenal looking fiery. We'll touch on that in a second. But where do you think Chelsea finished this season? After, a respectable third last
Are
year.
we gonna say it now? Or
No. We'll do them later.
Do you wanna
We'll
do them
one
at the
to
end?
20 Yeah. We'll do.
So
one
we are
to
going to be
20,
doing our
We'll
full
bury them at the end.
Yeah, but I mean,
17th.
realistically, I still think they're pushing the top four on there.
I think top 6.
I don't think this is the end of their transfer window. I still think if
No, yeah, I think
Tuchel
that's
Who
Who
wants
do
a
they
few
need then?
players-
What do they need?
Well, another centre back for starters. They didn't get Ake or Koundé, did they? So what?
Yeah.
Koulibaly on his own at the back.
No,
with
Thiago
Thiago
Silva,
Silva.
mate.
Yeah, of course. But
They got Chalobah.
yeah, they do have Chalobah.
They are
but
short
is he-
though. When you actually think about it, with the
They-
World Cup
yeah.
season as well, they
Yeah.
actually are short. Kante's past it. Jorginho can't run anyway. Gallagher, I don't think is good enough.
You know, as well,
Kovacic
they got the
is
5
unreal,
sub rule as well, which means you do need even more squad
Exactly,
depth
more
than you
depth,
have had before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially at the high end. Yeah,
They're a Chilwell and James injury away from.
Last season.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
So who
actually.
do they get? What centre back do they get? Who's available?
They can have Carl Bartley. I'll drive him there.
Don't disrespect an Arsenal legend.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I met him at Cheltenham. He's actually a really nice bloke, but he's shit.
So they need a centre half,
Yeah.
maybe. Well, I can't
Go on, you did it last time. Call another one.
Who did you call last time? Koulibaly?
Dan
No,
Burn
I
to
called Dan
Newcastle.
Burn to Newcastle and they laughed at me.
That's a rogue shout.
They
Is that
laughed at
right,
me.
that?
And
What?
Shane Duffy, but he's not quite
No,
there
I
yet.
didn't say- it's just because I kept getting Dan Burn in my red picks on FIFA that day. So I was like, he's going Newcastle.
Yeah, the inside
who
scoop.
are they getting? You know what? They could be bold. And I think they should do this. You know how Marseille really, really, really want Saliba back? And Arsenal are like, we actually think he's really good now.
Yeah, he looks all right.
Why don't Chelsea go in for Saliba?
Would you? I wouldn't leave Arsenal.
No.
Actually, Chelsea got the Champions League. haven't they?
Exactly.
I'm trying to think what centre halves. I'm not clued up on European football that much.
Neither am I.
You're not clued up on English.
What's Saliba to Chelsea happened now?
Maguire.
Going for Harry Maguire.
Mate, is Harry Maguire
You know
English
what? You
tags?
get him at cut price. I said that as a joke, but I'm thinking about it. That could be a good signing. You get him cut price because it's Maguire is shit. You're being a back three, which suits him to a T. I think that'd be a good signing.
But if they're getting anyone from Man United, they should go for.
But I don't think they'd let him
Lindelof,
go off.
But
Lindelof.
Oh god.
because he's not. Do you not rate him?
I think the majority United squad are actually shit.
Yeah.
Really?
I genuinely just don't rate them.
Who from United are any good then? in your
Ronaldo.
eyes?
Jesse Lingard
They're
at West Ham.
The Notts Forest player.
I mean, the Nottingham Forest player, Jesse.
Yeah, but if he went to West Ham, he'd be even better.
Oh, right. Is it like...
Also, how Forest are paying 180 a week? Is it for
You say
Lingard?
that, but I did a video on this the other day. With the free transfer, it works out like, what, £8 million for the year? That's not bad business if it keeps them up.
Oh, is that, oh, really?
If you're paying 180 grand a week, it's about 9 million they'll pay for the year. It's a 1-year contract, so it's...
See, he basically...
Both parties aren't holding on to it. He's either going to keep them up and probably get a better move, or keep them up, stay there, and it's for the sake of 9 million. If someone would have said they've signed Jesse Lingard for 9 million,
Bargain.
you'd be saying bargain.
Yeah.
So I think it's good business.
It
And
is
apparently it's not even that much. I think it's 120 with add-ons. I
Oh,
don't
like
know.
bonuses and whatnot. Well, if they keep him up, I think it's a worldly deal.
Yeah.
But do you think Chelsea top 6?
I do. Yeah,
Chelsea
they're in
top
my-
six,
They're in
yeah.
my top. They're in
Yeah.
my top 6.
Well, we'll come
Potentially
to our
higher, but-
predictions later
You
on in
put
the
them
show.
eighth, don't you?
There's no such thing.